Slava Jesus Christus, Slava Navika, glory be to Jesus Christ, glory be forever. This is Father Basil again. Hope everyone is doing well. So, I'm going to read a little bit again from this book I've read in the past few weeks called My Divine Friend, this prayer book. And at the beginning of the prayer book, it has some very good um, information about how to live a good Christian life. So it says, "Let us serve God in holiness and justice before Him all our days. The Christian should spend his life for the greater glory of God, because He made men to know, to love, and to serve Him on earth as the angels are doing in heaven. We must live with God and in His presence all the days of our life, as the Lord commanded His servant Abraham. Walk before me and be perfect." A rule of life is one of the best means to serve God and to reach the holiness to which all Christians have been called by Christ. Be perfect, even as your heavenly Father is perfect. He who adopts and follows the rule of life does not spend his time capriciously. He assigns to each moment its own proper duty. "Let all things be done decently and according to order," says St. Paul. Where there is no rule, there is no order. Man without a rule of life lives by caprice and fancies. If he likes praying, he prays. If he does not feel like it, he won't pray for days. If he feels like reading a good book, he will read it. But if he does not feel like it, he won't touch it, nor do anything else, although his reason tells him to perform his religious and other duties, even though he does not have any sensible pleasure in doing so. In the life of a Christian, each duty must have its proper time and be fulfilled when the time comes, unless something occurs that renders its fulfillment impossible and poses the delay. Nothing is forgotten. Nothing is done in haste or in a careless way. If a person follows the rule of life, all is well, all is well done according to the previously established plan. All daily duties, all practices of piety are done with exactitude. If there is no rule in one's life, he easily neglects his duties and often ends by omitting them altogether. A proverb says, "Order is heaven's first law." God is a God of order, while Satan is the ruler of confusion. Method will teach you to win time. To him who does everything in its proper time, one day is worth three. It is obvious that a strict rule of life cannot be followed by all Christians, but a certain order may be prescribed for each day. For instance, begin each day with a prayer and end each day with a prayer. Regulate the time for your meals, for work, and for your recreation. There is much merit in the self-restraint and mortification resulting from a rule of life which you have imposed upon yourself. Your life will be more pleasing to God, and you will gain more merit for paradise. Your eternal salvation will be guaranteed by a Christian rule of life. So I'm going to go into that more in the next few days, what this rule of life means. But really, it's not that difficult to order our life, to have routine and order in our life. You know, when we get up in the morning, I know it's sometimes difficult. We have things to do. We have children to look after. We have to get to our job. We have to, do other things. We have to eat. We have to do all these things. But while we're doing those things, we could be praying at the same time. We could be praying while we prepare breakfast. We could be praying while we take our shower in the morning. We could be praying while we're getting our kids ready for school. We could be praying when we're driving to work, when we're, taking our kids somewhere or doing something else in the church. We could always be praying. So if we have that prayerful attitude, if we have that attitude that our entire life is a prayer, that will make our life so much holier, you know? And I often tell people this. Whenever you see someone walking down the street, whenever you see someone driving past you, whenever you see anyone, always pray for them. It doesn't take long to think positively of someone else. It doesn't take long to pray for their family, to pray for their needs, to pray for everything about them. So, we want to make excuses in our society today. We make so many different excuses about why we don't pray, about why we have too many things going on, our work, our family, our health. There is no excuses. There should be no excuses because our eternal salvation should be our priority. So again, this order of life, this rule of life, when we wake up in the morning, pray. When we're driving somewhere, pray. When we're, passing someone on the street, pray for them. When we see someone in the grocery store, pray for them. Whatever we're doing, pray. It doesn't take long to do that. So it's something to think about as we go on through our day. God bless. Have a good day.